So in this video, we are going to discuss about direct material variance. So let's take a simple numerical example to understand direct material variance. If a company wants to produce 1 unit of output, when we say output, we are talking about finished goods. If a company wants to produce 1 unit of finished goods, the company is expecting or planning to use 10 kg of raw material. So by using 10 kg of raw material, the company can produce 1 unit of output. This is the standard or a plan or a thought process in the mind of the company. And for purchasing 1 kg of raw material, the company is expecting to pay 100 rupees, or this is the planned price or the standard price per kg of raw material. But we know that things will not go as per plan always. So the actual figure could be different from the standard figure. So let's say the company planned to use 10 kg of raw material for producing 1 unit of output, but actually the company used 11 kg of raw material to produce 1 unit of output, and the company expected to purchase 1 kg of raw material for 100 rupees, but actually the company paid 105 rupees to purchase 1 kg of raw material. Now, what is the standard cost of the material expected by the company? The company expected to purchase 10 kg and the expected price for 1 kg it is rupees 100. So what is the standard cost? Standard cost is nothing but standard quantity into standard price, right? So let me write it over here. So standard cost is the company expected to purchase 10 kg. For 1 kg it is rupees 100. So for 1 kg if it is 100, then for 10 kg it will be 1000 rupees. Then, but actually the company purchased 11 kg of raw material for 105 per kg. So for 1 kg it is 105, and for 11 kg it will be rupees 1155. So the company expected to pay 1000 rupees. So this is the planned cost or a planned price for raw material. But actually the company paid 1155. So the company paid extra 155 rupees for direct material, right? So if the company is paying extra money, okay, first let's calculate the variance. Variance is nothing but the difference between the standard and the actual. So the difference is 155. Now we have to understand whether it is a favorable variance or adverse or unfavorable variance. So the company paid extra 155 rupees to purchase the raw material. So if the company is paying extra money, it is obviously unfavorable for the company. So this variance is adverse or unfavorable. So rupees 155 adverse variance. Now listen, this 155 rupees of adverse variance is caused due to two main factors. The first one is the company planned to purchase and use 10 kg of raw material, but actually the company purchased and used 11 kg of raw material. So the company purchased extra 1 kg of raw material, right? So that extra, the standard price for that extra 1 kg of raw material is rupees 100. So again, I'm repeating, the company expected to use 10 kg of raw material, but they actually use 11 kg of raw material. So they use extra 1 kg. And the standard price for that extra 1 kg is rupees 100. So 100 rupees of this 155 is cost due to the change in the quantity of the material that is used. And you can see that the standard price and the actual price is also different. The company expected to pay 100 rupees, but actually the company paid 105 rupees. So for every 1 kg that the company purchased, the company paid extra 5 rupees. So again, I'm repeating, for every 1 kg that the company purchased, the company paid extra 5 rupees. Actually, how many kgs the company purchased? 11 kg. So for 1 kg, the company incurred extra 5 rupees. Then for 11 kg, what is the cost incurred by the company? It is 55. So out of this 155, 100 rupees is cost due to change in the quantity, and the remaining 55 rupees is cost due to change in the price of the material. Now, this 155, this total variance is known as material cost variance, and The portion of this cost variance, which is cost due to change in price, is known as material price variance. And the portion of this variance, which is cost due to change in the quantity, is known as material quantity variance. Now let's look at the formula method of calculating these variances. The formula for calculating material cost variances: standard cost into standard price minus actual cost, sorry, minus actual quantity into actual price. So what is the standard quantity here? The standard quantity is 10 kg and the standard price is 100 per kg. So standard quantity is 10 into standard price is 100 minus what is the actual quantity used by the company? It is 11 kg and the actual price paid by the company is 105 kg. So here this is 1000 minus this is 100 and 1155. So the variance is 155 adverse. Why? Because the plant cost by the company is only 1000, but actually the company paid 1155. So this is an adverse variance. Now let's look at the formula for calculating material price variance. The formula is standard price minus actual price multiplied by actual quantity. Now listen, we are calculating the part of this cost variance, which is cost due to the change in the price. So we are taking the difference between the standard price and the actual price and multiplying it with the actual quantity. So when we say actual quantity, it could be either actual quantity purchased or actual quantity used. So in this question, we can see that the actual quantity purchased and actual quantity used are same. We purchased 11 kg, we used 11 kg. We do not have any closing stock with us. But in some cases, the actual quantity purchased could be different and the actual quantity used could be different. So in such cases, we can use either purchased or used, but both both the figures will give us different answers. We will get back to this while solving a proper numerical example on material variances. Since in this question, the actual quantity purchased is also 11 kg and the actual quantity used is also 11 kg, it will not affect our answers. Now, the standard prices, the company expected to purchase the material for 100, but actually it ended up purchasing the material for 105. And the actual quantity purchased and used are same in this case, which is 11. So it is 5 into 11, we get 55. Again, this 55 is an adverse variance. Why? Because the company expected to pay 100, but actually it paid 105. So it is 55 is an adverse variance. Now let's look at the formula for calculating the material quantity variance. Just the standard quantity minus actual quantity multiplied by standard price. Now here we are trying to calculate that part of the variance which is cost due to the differences in the quantity. Right? So we are subtracting standard quantity and actual quantity and we are multiplying it with the standard price. Why? Because listen, the person responsible for this quantity variance is the production manager. The production manager has got nothing to do with the actual price of the raw material that the company purchased. The production manager cannot control the purchase of the raw material. The production manager cannot control the purchase price of the raw material. The production manager can have an influence on the quantity of material used, but he cannot control the price of the raw material. The purchasing manager is responsible for the price of the raw material, not the production manager. So we are multiplying the difference between these two figures with standard price and not with actual price, because the production manager has got nothing to do with the actual price of the raw material. He cannot control the actual price of the raw material. So we are multiplying it with standard price. So the standard quantity or expected quantity is 10 kg. The company expected to use 10 kg, but actually the company used 11 kg multiplied by the standard price is 100. So it is 1 into 100, we get 100. Again, this is an adverse variance. Why? Because the company expected to use 10 kg, but actually the company used 11 kg of raw material. The company used extra additional 1 more kg of raw material. So it is an adverse variance. And please always remember that material cost variance is equal to material price variance plus material quantity variance. So in this case, material cost variance is 155 adverse, which is equal to material price variance, which is 55 adverse, plus material quantity variance, which is 100 adverse. So this 155 adverse is equal to again 155 adverse. So this equation should tally. But this equation will not always tally. There is one exceptional situation which we will discuss while solving a full-length numerical question. Like if we are using actual quantity purchased instead of actual quantity used, this equation will not tally. Okay. So we will look at this equation again while solving a full-length question on material variances.